Today we're going to take a trip down to Causeway Bay and then go up to Victoria Peak in the evening for some sunset photos. So join us as we do a little bit more exploring here in Hong Kong. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a continuation of my Hong Kong video series. Today we decided we want to check out Causeway Bay, do some shopping, shoot some photos, some videos, and later on we'll head up to Victoria Peak to do some sunset photos. So we started off the day by taking multiple trains to get here in Causeway, because the area that we're staying in is about an hour or so from the city. The ride is pretty easy. The subway system here, also the metro system in general, works very well. If you've never been to Asia, one of the things I noticed about China and Hong Kong is that they usually have these signs up above to tell you how long until the next train, which is really kind of convenient. The metro system app also lets you know how long it's going to take, when the trains are arriving, so you can kind of schedule your day based around that. We went downtown and met up with John, and then we decided we're gonna, take some photographs. But of course, the wives wanted to do shopping, so we were just kind of hanging back and shooting things around as we let them go off and do their little shopping thing. So for this trip, I brought along the A7R 5 and the 24-105 optical stabilized, or is it optical steady shot lens. John had the Z6 II along with the 24-120 lens. We were comparing notes as we were taking shots and videos. He took me to some other places that some of the most famous shots were taken, so we can replicate some of those. With the number of people here on the street, it was kind of hard to get the shots that you wanted, so we just went around and shot random things as we walked around the area and waited for our wives. I have to say, the crowds are picking up here, but I did notice it was not as many tourists as I would have expected. But this area is well known for shopping, so you'll tend to find a lot more people down in this area, and it is somewhat touristy, so there is that. One of the things we try to do is basically get some good shots as we walked around town. I, in particular, was focusing more on the video side of things, and what I did notice was how great the stability was with this 24-105 OSS lens and the A7R 5. And I'll tell you, in the back of my mind, I was like, this lens is not that fast. And this was because I was shooting photos and moving around. It's decent, but I was thinking maybe I should, trade this lens in. But after seeing the performance, yeah, check this out. You can see for yourself. This is basically straight out of the camera, me walking around with the lens. This is the combo in the IBIS and the lens stabilization, giving you some really stable shots as we walk around. In addition to the handheld video, you can also add some more stabilization on top of that by using the Catalyst Browse software. And man, when you utilize that thing, it's like a whole other level of stabilization. So I'm really starting to get impressed with this camera the more I use it. And even though, you know, I'm sitting here saying, hey, I want to get this Z8 or whatever else comes out, man, this Sony stuff is it's really great. I like it. I mean, the more I use the camera, the more I'm liking it. Yes, my hand still cramps up. I have to say that when I take photographs with it for a long period of time, my hand gets cramped. But walking around with it, taking videos, I tend to hold it more like this. And I have the button up top here that I can press as I am recording video. So, you know, it kind of keeps everything more, because it's right on top there. And I don't have to use this finger to shoot. I can pretty much just put my thumb up here and, where is this one? I'm showing the wrong one. Where's the record? Oh, sorry. The record button's right here. And I can press my thumb on it as I'm shooting. So it takes away some of the pain from holding the grip this way. So that's a plus. And I notice things a little bit better if I flip the screen out when I'm shooting. And, you know, portrait, I'm usually having the screen down this way and I'm shooting. And sometimes I just pull off the body, and instead of looking through the viewfinder, I can just kind of hold it out this way to shoot, or almost like a waist level type shooting, holding it this way and just, you know, looking down at it. The camera is not as light as the Z6, a little bit beefier when it comes to weight. And yeah, slightly thicker than the Z6 too as well. And the combo is a little over 3 pounds, but while in the beginning I was not liking it for a walk around lens, now that I'm seeing what the optical steady shot can do in combination to the IBIS inside this camera, man, I'm starting to love this thing even more. John took me to one of those big street crossings where you have the trams and the double-decker buses coming through. And we did some time-lapse photos, of time-lapse videos, I should say. But I actually got it done on the iPhone rather than the camera, because I didn't want a chance that it was going to shake a bit. And, you know, when you're holding it for such a long period of time, you can introduce some shake. So here's the time-lapse. I think it's pretty cool seeing everything that is happening right here. Enjoying the content? Love what you've seen so far? Find the information useful? Okay, wonderful. Now, next question. Are you subscribed? No? Oh, go on. Get subscribed. A lot of you watching are subscribed, but most of you are not. So while the channel is growing, I'd like to count on your support to help me to grow even more. So if you're coming back and watching the video, or if this is your first time, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. All right, not going to take up any more of your time. Let's get back to the video. So after walking around and testing the autofocus and stability on the camera and just shooting random things, we decided to pop into Leica, because the Leica store is down the street. Diana went down there and we met the ladies over there and check out the M11 camera while we're inside the store, just to briefly play around with toys. You know, us guys and cameras and toys in general. New toy, gotta check it out. Anyhow, we grabbed a meal after that, hang out for a couple hours, and then headed up to the hill. So when we got up to the top, there were quite a few people up there, so we didn't really go on the viewing side. There was another side that you can view, which didn't cost a lot of money. It's more like on the shopping side, but again, it's free. You can get some good shots on there. We did a walk around, take some sunset photos in different spots, trying to get that look before the sun actually sets. And of course, as luck would have it, there was a lot of people there trying to get sunset photos. So I snapped a few things I can share with you guys, and you can tell me what you think about them. We just played around to see how things would turn out, and I think some of these came out pretty well. So with the sun setting, I decided I wanted to take some photos of the harbor at night because I've never done that before. And actually, this was my second time up to Victoria Peak after coming to Hong Kong so many times in the years. And I've never actually had a sunset photo or any kind of pictures or videos from the peak. So this was a good opportunity to play around with the 6:1 megapixels from the A7R and see what things turned out like. And I have to say, some of these photos turned out very well. I was impressed with the camera and how it performed. The one thing I can say that I love about this camera is that you can handhold this thing at low shutter speeds and get some good shots. I'm trying to learn to let go, let go, let go. You've been running circles, circles, circles in my head. I'm trying to learn to let go, let go, let go. Hong Kong is a very beautiful city to visit, and I would highly recommend it if you've never been here before. Each time I visit this place, I discover something new. It's just one of my favorite spots. Years ago, I tell people it is my favorite, but after being in Singapore, yeah, that kind of, you know, running neck and neck as far as places that I really like to spend time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the footage from the A7R. I really enjoyed this camera. It's been something that I've been enjoying shooting photos with it and videos with it, and I tell you, it's something that I never thought I would really like as much because of the ergonomics, but I do have to say I like it. The screen and so on is really good, and the video functionality has been pretty good on this camera as well. So if you're looking for an A7R, I'd say pick it up. Just don't expect it to be like a camera that can shoot multiple frames per second, but for what it can do, it's fantastic. All right, I'm going to close out the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.